Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum class. Today the topic which we will discuss is different kinds of law. I will discuss different kinds of law in relation to our many different roles. Students, in our previous lecture we already discussed about the law, definition of law, different perspective of law, and we discussed about the sources of law. Then further we are discussing about different types of law. So students, there are many different branches of law, as I told you, including corporate law, property and taxation law, through to media, environmental, health and international law. All kind of law, student, basically have far reaching effects and help to shape politics, you can say economics and society in numerous ways. Further students, you can say law has a very strong relation with our different roles. The law is the system of rules and regulation by which society function efficiently and harmoniously. Further students, legal system protects the rights and responsibilities of both individuals and groups and ensures social and economic interaction are conducted smoothly and peacefully. Essentially, laws serve as the primary mediator, students, of relations between people. What I am saying, law serve as the, you can say, primary mediator of relations between people. Students, every state and country has its own legal system. जैसे कि मैंने आप लोगों के साथ प्रीवियस लेक्चर्स में लॉ की डेफिनेशन से रेलिवेंट डिफरेंट पर्सपेक्टिव को डिस्कस किया है, इससे रेलिवेंट मैंने आपको ये भी बताया है कि हर मुल्क का अपना एक लीगल सिस्टम होता है. देयर आर मेनी डिफरेंट ब्रांचेस which are related through contract law, criminal law, tort law. In our previous lecture we discussed about these laws, administrative law, industrial law, and different types of sources laws are prevail in our society. For the student, another question, a lot questions came in our mind related to the law, reason law. There are values, recognize, basic, ground, begin, self, a lot subtopics, subheadings, subconcepts came in our mind related to the concept and source of law. Students, the reason, a question came in our mind. The reason, according to the law, the reason of the law gives an answer for the community to the moral questions. You might say, students, that everything is regulated either by a prescriptive rule or by a principle of law presupposed by the form of rules of law and given effect in legal practice, that everything that is not prohibited is permitted. So the law serves many purposes: acts, good person, moral. Four principal ones are establishing standards, maintaining orders, resolving dispute, and protecting liberties and rights. So students, what I say cannot I mean that if we could imagine such altogether perverse judgments, a regime founded on them would not be a legal regime. It would not have the role that law has in human life. It is the reason, students, it is the reason of the law that determines what the law has in human life. Reason of the law that determines what the law takes as its own ideal. As a result, the rule of law is a reflexive, dynamic ideal. But I am afraid that makes my conclusion about the moral foundation of law confusing. Law necessarily stands against anarchy and against the arbitrary use of power. That sounds good, but the law regulates its own conception of anarchy and its own conception of the arbitrary use of power in a more or less reasonable way, but also in a more or less unreasonable way. Further, students, if we see law through natural law, if we discuss a kind of law, natural law, the law of our nature as human persons, the set of duties and responsibilities arising from our essential dignity as human person. अगर हम अपने एक इंसान होने के हवाले से अगर हम अपनी कुदरत को देखते हुए लॉ को देखें, तो हमारे जो ड्यूटीज़ और रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी हैं वो हमारे ह्यूमन पर्सनैलिटी का, एसेंशियल डिग्निटी का हिस्सा है. फर्दर स्टूडेंट्स, natural law is a body of unchanging moral principles regarded as a basis for all human conduct, an observable law relating to natural phenomena. So students, natural law basically is a theory in ethics and philosophy that says that human beings possess intrinsic values that govern our reasoning and behavior. Natural law maintains that these rules of right and wrong are inherent in people and are not created by society or court judge. So basically students, natural law is a theory in ethics and philosophy that says that human beings possess intrinsic values and that govern our reasoning and behavior. Further students, the concept of natural law basically maintains that rules of rights and wrong are inherent in people and are not created by society or court judges. Further, people are capable of knowing by their means of their reasons. Further students, natural law is derived from the belief that human morality comes from nature. Everything in nature has a purpose, including humans. Our purpose according to natural law theorists is to live a good, happy life. Basically, students, natural law has its most distinctive characteristic in its account of purely positive law, which though entirely dependent for its legal status on the fact that it has been authoritatively posited by some persons or institution, shares in law characteristic of entailing its rules. Further students, if we see natural law characteristics are universal for all, means universal. natural law किसके लिए होता है? universal होता है, सबके लिए. unity and invariability यानी equal होता है, मुत्तहिद करता है, equality होती है. immutability cannot be modified यानी ये लॉ, नेचुरल लॉ एक नेचर पे बेस करते हुए चेंज और मॉडिफाई नहीं हो सकता. द नेक्स्ट लॉ इज़ मोरल लॉ. मोरल लॉ स्टूडेंट्स governs every individual behaviors. It contains truth and ethical principles which guide people's conduct on matters of right and wrong. It tells one how to act in relation to God and others. मॉरल लॉ क्या होता है स्टूडेंट्स? ये इंडिविजुअल्स के बिहेवियर को रन करता है. यह हर ट्रूथफुल एंड एथिकल हर प्रिंसिपल को डिस्कस करते हुए लोगों को ये मोरल लॉ गाइड करता है। इसके साथ साथ डिफरेंट लोगों के जो राइट और रॉन्ग से मैटर्स होते हैं, रॉन्ग और राइट मैटर्स, उनको डिस्कस करता है। एंड इट टेल्स वन हाउ टू एक्ट इन रिलेशन टू गॉड एंड अदर्स। The next kind of law is human law. Human law basically, student, deals with the juridical orders of society, be it of the state, of the church, laws enacted for the common goods. Man-made law is law that is made by humans, usually considered in opposition to concepts like natural law or divine law. The European and American conception of man-made law has changed radically in the period from the Middle Ages to the present one. Human law, if I will describe you the human law basically, students, refer to natural law. It says that it is from the precepts of the natural law as from general and indemonstrable principles that the human reason needs to proceed to certain particular determinations of the laws. There are some examples of the human law, including right to life, right to liberty and freedom, the right to the pursuit of happiness. So students, if a question came in my mind, are human rights are natural law? Natural law theories base human rights on a natural, moral, religious or even biological order that is independent of transitory human laws or traditions of these. So students, natural rights were traditionally viewed as exclusively negative rights, whereas human rights also comprise positive rights. Even a natural rights conception of human rights, the two terms may not be synonyms. The next kind of law, according to our different roles of life, is civil law. Students, human made law to govern our various relationships in the community. Application of natural law is in given societies. This is the kind of law that we would automatically think of. Civil law is a legal system originating in continental Europe and adopted in much of the world. The civil law system is intellectualized within this framework of Roman law and with core principles codified into a referable system which serves as the primary source of law. Civil law, basically a body of laws and legal concepts derived from Roman law as opposed to English common law. What are the examples of civil law? Civil law example is murder, assault, theft and drunken drive. Civil law deals with behavior that constitutes an injury to an individual or other private party such as a corporation. Examples are defamation, including libel and slander, breach of contract, negligence resulting in injury or death, and property damage. What is the difference? A question came in my mind. What is the difference between common law and civil law? So students, the main difference between the two systems is that in common law countries, case law in the form of published judicial opinions is of primary importance, whereas in civil law systems, codified statutes predominant. In fact, many countries use a mixture of features from common law and civil law. There are many types of the common laws, as in our previous civil laws. As in our previous lecture, we discussed about the tort laws, class action cases, complaints against the city, property disputes and contract disputes. These are the examples of the civil law. I will proceed my lecture with more different kinds of law. In any land or country, the laws is a vast system of rules and regulations that the citizens of the land see as supreme and are willing to be governed by. This system can be broken into parts for the beginner looking for initial understanding. Here are 7 different types of law. The first one type of law is business law, often referred to as the law of commerce or trade law. Business law refers to the broad body of laws that govern the ways by which a business can be founded and operated, and how that business can interact with other businesses and its environment. By and large, the range of business law can be broken into the regulation of association, enterprise, bankruptcy, agency and contracts. So basically students, the law which relate with the trade commerce referred to as the business law. Property and conveyancing. What is conveyancing? कन्वेंसिंग का मतलब होता है स्टूडेंट पहुंचाना. So students, property and conveyancing, the ability to own property, its proper usage and the circumstances by which said property can be transferred from one party to another are areas covered under the law of property and conveyancing. This legal area is where people look to when they wish to buy a house or put one up for rent, or are looking to settle a dispute regarding the ownership of their property. So basically student, property and conveyancing law is totally associated with the ability and the purpose of ability to own property and its proper usages, to transferring property from one party to another party under the laws of property and conveyancing. यानी प्रॉपर्टी और उसके जो यूसेज है और उसके जो मलकियत है उसको सही लोगों तक पहुंचाने का जो एक लॉ है, बेसिकली वो किसके अंडर आता है? प्रॉपर्टी एंड कन्वेंसिंग लॉ के अंडर. द सेकेंड लॉ इज क्रिमिनल लॉ. द बॉडी ऑफ लॉ विच ओवरसीज the existence of crime is known as criminal law. Criminal law sets a guideline by which actions of members of society which could threaten or actually harm other members of society can be properly addressed and discouraged. These laws are usually enforced by the police, and when members of society break these laws, there are often steep consequences. So basically students, कोई भी इस तरह का लॉ जो कि क्राइम को करते हुए, कोई भी इस तरह का एक्ट जो क्राइम करता हुआ नज़र आता है कोई पर्सन, उसका वो एक्ट किस तरह उसका वो जो एक्ट होता है उससे रेलिवेंट जो एक्शन उस पर लिया जाता है वो एक क्रिमिनल लॉ के पार्ट में आता है. क्रिमिनल लॉ एक गाइडलाइन सेट करता है जिसके तहत सोसाइटी के मेंबर जो हैं वो पनिशमेंट का एक रूल बनाते हैं जिसके ज़रिए वो थ्रेटन करते हैं लोगों को, सोसाइटी के मेंबर्स को, जिसके तहत वो प्रॉपरली एड्रेस करते हैं और डिस्करेज करा जाता है. दीज लॉ बेसिकली यूज़ होते हैं. क्रिमिनल लॉज किसके तहत यूज़ होते हैं? पुलिस के तहत, जब कोई सोसाइटी के लोग किसी भी किस्म के लॉ को ब्रेक करते हैं. फर्दर स्टूडेंट, द नेक्स्ट लॉ इज़ debt recovery and litigation. What is debt recovery? Whether in business or in personal life, individuals do favors for each other by giving themselves loans for different reasons. So student, business में या अपनी पर्सनल लाइफ में जब हम किसी को भी कोई अमाउंट देते हैं मुख्तलिफ़ चीज़ों के लिए, फॉर एग्ज़ाम्पल हम किसी को उधार देते हैं मुख्तलिफ़ चीज़ों से रेलिवेंट, या कोई हम लोन लेते हैं बैंक से, तो समटाइम्स द बोरोअर्स रिफ्यूज रिटर्न द बोरोड सम टू द लेंडर एज एग्रीड एंड द रिजल्टेंट डिस्कवर विल नीड लीगल रेजोल्यूशन. सो जब उसको रिटर्न करने का अमाउंट रिटर्न करने का टाइम आता है तो उसके ऊपर जो बोरोअर होता है वो क्या करता है, रिफ्यूज़ कर देता है लेंडर को क्या एग्री टाइम पे देते हुए, तो उसके ऊपर कुछ सेंक्शंस लग जाती हैं जिसको डेट रिकवरी एंड लिटिगेशन प्रोवाइड्स लेंडर with a channel to resort to when all attempts to recover their borrowed funds fail. The next kind of law is family law. There are bonds that keep a family together and law guiding the dissolution of a family or the resolution of difficult problems within a family. Family law deals with family related challenges like marriage and divorce, child adoption and custody. Student, this is very easy to understand what is family law. Basically, it is related with the family matters. Further, students, family law discuss and deal with the domestic abuse and emancipation. Traffic law. What is traffic law? Once upon a time, the only form of transportation human beings had was their two legs. However, there are many different forms of transportation including cars, bicycles, animals and more. Traffic laws govern the way all these forms of transportation are used and also regulates the people who are allowed to use them. So basically student, what is traffic law? Traffic law is basically deal and give us the rules and regulation according the transportation of our daily usages of cars, bicycles, animals and then etc. Will and estates. While in life we may be able to properly administer our properties and possessions, it becomes a little difficult to do what when we die. So because of this, people who wish for their property to be administered in a certain way leaves wills or treatments behind. सो स्टूडेंट्स, जब हम अपनी कोई प्रॉपर्टी ख़रीदते हैं, खुदा न खास्ता फॉर एग्ज़ाम्पल अगर हमें कुछ हो जाता है तो उससे रेलिवेंट हम अपनी एक विल बनाते हैं कि हमारे बाद इस प्रॉपर्टी का मालिक कौन है, यानी उसको एडमिनिस्टर कौन करेगा प्रॉपर्टी को एंड पोजेशंस को. सो इससे रेलिवेंट जो लॉ होता है, जो उसका यूसेज होता है, वो किसके लॉ के अंडर आता है? विल एंड स्टेट लॉ के अंदर. These documents are supported under the laws of will and estates, and lawyers are often instructed to the process of creating and executing them. The types of law listed above are just a few in the vast field of law practice. If there is a legal case related to the above that you need help with, there are capable professionals that can be of assistance. फर्दर स्टूडेंट्स, लॉ से रेलिवेंट बहुत ज़्यादा काइंड्स और टाइप्स सोसाइटी और स्टेट के अंदर प्रिवेल करती हैं. सो बेसिकली स्टूडेंट्स, देर आर मैनी टाइप्स एंड काइंड्स ऑफ लॉ इन सोसाइटी, बट इन माई पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू देर आर टू प्राइमरी क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ लॉ. द फर्स्ट इज़ सिविल लॉ एंड द सेकेंड इज़ क्रिमिनल लॉ. सो एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव कोर्स के अकॉर्डिंगली इसके अंदर बहुत सारी टाइप्स जो कि बैंक्रप्सी लॉ, बिजनेस लॉ, सिविल राइट्स लॉ, क्रिमिनल लॉ, environmental law, family law, health law, immigration law, a lot type of laws came in these two primary classification, criminal law, civil law. So students, different law, different types prevail in different countries and in different societies, and the types and kinds of the laws vary state to state, and it affect on the rule of law, and it based on different rule of law through which we deal, and further we discuss different. There are many number of smaller practices areas that fall somewhere within these larger areas of law. So basically student, this is simply meant to be a general overview of the most common law specialization people pursue in different law matters. So in our next lecture we will discuss few more types, you can say kinds of law. Thank you.